Hello there, this is a Retro Spirits Guide with the King of Fighters 2000. This is on the NEO GEO AES, and this is the NEO GEO logo. Flipping around, we've got Giga Power on this game. It's Pro Gear spec and it's SNK. They've changed it from 330 megs to Giga Power, and there's the customary warning. Here's an intro of a moody looking fella walking down a street in front of some other moody looking individuals. There's some graphics flicking around the screen at high velocity, creating seizures in multiple people, and we have some very stylish, has to be said, very stylish graphics here, using Photoshop filters and blurs, which is superb. Anyway, sort of being a little bit sarcastic there. Let's get out of the boring menus and play a game. Oh, you can play in Portuguese if you so wish. Let's put it on English. I think that just changes the language and probably doesn't change any sort of blood spurts or anything. Hopefully, fingers crossed, he says. I've had this game for a few years. I paid over £100 for it, I seem to remember. It wasn't much more than £100, but it was over £100. In sort of the 20 zeros, some point in the 20 zeros, and at the time it was probably the most expensive game I'd bought for the NEO GEO, considering that you could pick them up on eBay for ridiculously cheap amounts of money, a lot of actually pretty rare games. And this was probably the second King of Fighters games I bought after 95, and I still prefer King of Fighters 95 to this. But what this one does differently is it has improved graphics and animation. It's updated some characters and movesets. It's got lots of new characters. It has a ranking system in it, a battle ranking system, and it has the strikers system. So you pick 4 characters at the beginning of a match instead of 3, unless you pick the 1v1 mode, which I've done here. And in that case, you only pick 2 characters. You pick a striker, and at the bottom you can see that Robert is my striker, and he's got 2 more strikes to go. And to activate him, you press a couple of buttons together. He comes on, does a single move, batters an enemy, then sods off. Did I pick team play or did I pick 1v1? Oh, it must be team play, because sorry, I thought I picked 1v1. I was too busy chundering on. And yeah, the strikers are good for opening combos, for extending combos, getting you out of crazy ass corner traps, that sort of thing. The graphics in general on this game, I've got a slightly muted colour palette on some levels. There's a lot of digitised stuff going on, like in other King of Fighters games. This was the last one that SNK made before they became SNK Playmore, and I think a Korean company took over the next King of Fighters game, which isn't thought of as being particularly good, and I've never played it, so I don't know. But this one's pretty decent. This one will set you back a couple of £100 now, and it comes in a nice snaplock box. Weirdly, the front cover is oriented in a landscape rather than a portrait fashion, so it's a nice image. It's just odd. I think it's the only NEO GEO game I've ever seen that does that. But I have not seen all of the NEO GEO games front covers. So Yuri here is a effective and comedy fighter at the same time, which is groovy. The animation on these characters is nice, and the designs are cool. Is it worth cash? Well, if you like King of Fighters, probably. Would I pick it over 95 and 96 or 97? No, although it's good. It's nowhere, it's a good game. It's not a bad game. I just prefer the simplicity of 95, I guess. I think everybody in the whole world was expecting King of Fighters 2003 to be to feature earlier on in the series, really. So King of Fighters 2003 lets you swap characters in, like Capcom versus games, where you pick a team of characters, you can swap them in at any point. That didn't happen until 2003. They had the strikers thing in here, and I still haven't really given 2003 a lot of play, to be fair. This background's nice. It's got some nice reflection-y stuff going on. And yeah, I think if we had a proper team swapping in type action, I'd probably play it a bit more. But I can't afford 2003. It's the most. I think it's getting on towards thousands of pounds. That game in cost. I'm not going to say in value because I don't think any game's worth that much money. But yeah, it's so expensive. I'll never play it on my original AES console, that's for sure. And although I think I can play it on the NEO GEO Mini, but that's got a horrible TV output. So King of Fighters 2000 is the newest classic AES King of Fighters I've got. And it's pretty decent, although I do play King of Fighters 95 a lot more than it. So make of that what you are. Probably I've got bad taste, I don't know. This guy who I'm fighting here, I think he's just called K. He's got very tight leather pants on. He was a new character for King of Fighters 99, I believe, and I think they toned him down a little bit for this. Maxima is a massive dude, as you can see, and he's not that hard to beat. He's not that easy to use when you pick him either. Not for me anyway. So yeah, is it worth the money? Over 200 quid? Probably not. Yeah, you could probably get it on some compilation, and you may even get it on PS2, Dreamcast maybe. Although the Dreamcast had a conversion of King of Fighters 99. I'm not sure they got 2000. Yeah, can't remember. But it's alright, and Vanessa's quite cool. She's a sort of a boxing lady. She'll batter you. I do like the character style of her. It's nice. Yeah, nice looking game. Like I say, some of the backgrounds are a little bit muted. This one's one of the better ones, although there's no parallax in it, oddly. But anyway, that's King of Fighters 2000. I think that's all of my King of Fighters games now. So I'm going to try and post all the King of Fighters games videos on the same day, because there's just loads of them and it's just boring talking about them all the time. And probably, well, it's just loads of them. I'm going to say it's going to be boring talking about them because that's just not very nice, is it? So anyway, I'm going to go now. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the action and the nice character portraits. They did improve the character portraits. That's cool. Enjoy the action, and you can see you're not really missing out on a huge amount. The Strikers thing does add some tactical nuances to the game, and some of the new characters, although they look cool, they're not that interesting to play. Like there's a guy called what is he called? I don't know. He's in like a green outfit and he's got like an eye patch. He kind of looks alright and kind of plays okay, but still don't prefer him to like Terry. He was quite good. I enjoyed him. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up now. All right, bye.
ませちまおうぜ。ラウンド4ファイト。モコモコ。ウィナーとどめだ。安心しな、冗談だよ。行くぞ。ラウンド5ファイト。読めたバナナ。俺にならんぜ。Continue.